Hi friends, welcome back to your mat. So these sequences that I'm going to be showing you here are just sequences. So they are just part of a practice that you can incorporate. So warm up before you try any of these flows to make sure that the body is nice and fluid so we don't have any chance of harming ourselves. So with that being said, after you are all warmed up, I'm going to meet you on your mat in a downward facing dog. Starting in our downward facing dog, we're going to raise the right leg long behind us. And as we inhale, we sweep the leg into the right elbow. Planting that foot to the outside of the mat, shifting the booty high, finding our straddle forward fold. Finding a few moments of stillness here, maybe grabbing hold of the opposite elbows, or what I like to do is reaching the arms all the way back behind me, grabbing hold of the hands and pushing them as far away from the back as naturally allows. One more nice big round of breath here. Releasing the hands back to where they were to find the top of the mat, shifting the weight back into our downward facing dog, keeping the right leg lifted, shifting back into our three-legged dog. As we exhale, we shift the body forward, finding our wild thing, planting that right foot back behind us, shifting the hips high to the sky, letting the chest shine forward as we find a back bend. Exhale as we bring everything back, finding our plank pose. Exhale as we come through our chaturanga. Inhale, pushing up dog. Exhale, we shift back, downward facing dog, lifting the left leg high to the sky. Exhale, we squeeze that knee to the left elbow this time. Planting that foot to the outside, shifting back to our straddle. We can stay here, or maybe we find our headstand. Maybe bound, maybe tripod. Continuing to breathe wherever you are, straddle, headstand. Maybe we're finding stillness, or maybe you find a bit of movement. 2 more rounds of breath here before we come down if we are inverted. And bringing the hands right back to the top of the mat. Finding our three-legged dog, lifting that left leg high, and shifting the weight forward to find our wild thing on the other side, shifting those hips up high. Last round of breath here in this back bend before we return everything back to face the mat, finding our plank pose. Exhale as we move through our chaturanga, pushing up through our up dog with the breath in, and exhale as we shift right back to our downward facing dog.